All right, sports fans, welcome back here to our round 2 coverage, as we have already seen most of the teams already play through. But let's get to the final 2 games here between the Raiders and the Dolphins. Now, the Raiders are the home team, so we'll be playing out of, let's say, Las Vegas. Why not? Because they're probably going to relocate there. So for right now, it is the Oakland Raiders. So they're going to test out in this Hall of Fame team. Of course, they're going to try Las Vegas and see if that home field advantage will get them past the Miami Dolphins, led by Dan Marino, Ricky Williams, and of course, who can forget Chris Chambers, Mark Clayton, and such. But let's not forget that the Oakland Raiders in their previous round were the most dynamic team in the tournament so far. So with that being said, let's get right to it and see if by chance either one of these offenses will be playing with fire like last time. And of course the Oakland defense, see if they'll actually save, I think it was like 50 yards total offense essentially. The Oakland Raiders were amazing essentially the last game. So let's roll our first dice here, and that'll be because Miami Dolphins are going to be visiting, so they're going to choose whether to take the ball or punt it away, or kick off. All right, so right there with that, it's going to be kicking the ball off. So they're going to give it away. So that means that the Oakland or the Miami Dolphins will receive at halftime. So I always like to put that here. So receive at half. Thank you very much, guys, for all of your guys' support throughout this game here. Absolutely love everything you guys are able to help me do here. I hope you guys continue to enjoy it. And with that said, let's get right to it, as we, of course, now have the all-time Oakland Raiders here backed up and ready to go here for the kickoff. So with that said, let's get it going here for the first quarter. So 3-4, so 34 on a normal kickoff here will be, let's see here, normal kickoff. I'm going to put the stat right here just so I can look at the camera here. So a 34 on a normal kickoff, 34 will be 62 yards secondary. Now, somebody was actually mentioning in the comment section that I have to look at the kicker's ability when doing kickoffs. This isn't so when you're actually looking at the chart, which I am. So the chart that they give you that kind of speeds up the process, not having to go through the booklet, doesn't actually have that. So you just actually go through here, and you don't actually have to do that. So, but then of course you look right here. So adjust kickoff distance according to kicker's grade as follows. So kickoff, so if they're a AAA, if they're such, so the kickoff grade for Orlando Mare, right? Orlando Mare, I think that's what his name is. His kickoff grade is a B, so he's going to actually plus 3 yards to his average. So that's what they were kind of explaining there, and I think that's what they were trying to get at when they were doing the comment section. So definitely thank you for that comment, because I wasn't actually implementing that. So with that being said, let's put ourselves back at the 35-yard line, and then, like I said, 34. We'll leave them to be at the 62 yards, plus 3 will be 65, which should be a touchback. Yeah, that will be a touchback. So with that said, the Miami Dolphins will, Miami Dolphins, the Oakland Raiders will take a touchback there. And with that said, that'll put them at their 20-yard line. Okay, so on the 20-yard line here, the Oakland Raiders will start with 15 minutes after that touchback there. And Ken Stabler, who was a fantastic player in the last round, will be the one coming out to take the field here. And he's going to be trying to stop, or go through, I guess you could say, some of the greatest defenders of all time. Zach Thomas, Jason Taylor, Randy Starks. Just really great players. If you guys don't remember, man, there were some really good players on the Miami Dolphins, of course, highlighted by Jason Taylor, who is a 2-2. Just remember that. That is fantastic. All right, so 1-2 in pass defense. Okay, so let's see here. Got everything all set up. With that said, let's do our normal die here, and that'll be a pass play. So Kenny's going to be the one that's doing the pass play first. And it says here that it's going to be a screen pass complete to the Marcus Allen, right, for 12-plus yards, or 12-plus die yards. So let's roll the die there real quick. And that'll be a 6, so 12 plus 6 is going to be 18. So right off the bat there, guys, it's going to be an 18-yard gain there by Marcus Allen in the first attempt. Boy, golly, this could be the start of an absolute blowout. Remember, the Raiders blew out their last opponent, and that'll be Marcus Allen's first touch of the game here. And he is starting off right where he left off. He was fantastic, basically unstoppable in the previous game. So first down and 10 on the Oakland Raiders 38-yard line. So a 3 is going to be a tendency on the offense here. So with that said, it's going to be a 5-5. Normally I don't like to let the die hit the other defensive die, but it doesn't matter now. So a 5 here. So let's see here, 5-5. So on a neutral play, that's going to be an inside run versus a run defense. So inside run versus run defense. And that's going to go to 18. So with 18 on the offense here, that's going to go over to Benezak. So let's see how Benezak does here. All right, so roll the dice again. 41 says fullback. Is he run 2? Fullback is not. Mark Van Eegen is not run 2. Or yes, he is. I apologize. Yes, he is. So XR column. So the defense has to, of course, take care of caution for him. So 64 says, is the runner's inside grade greater than C? Right there. So is it greater than C? Well, it's going to be Pete Benezak. Is his run greater than a C? It is not greater than C. It is C exactly. So without that being said, he spins free of linebacker and defensive tackle, 15 yards plus 1 die. So all right, so that's a 1 there. So let's see here. Okay, so a 1, so 15 plus 1 there, and that'll be a first down and 10 here, guys. Wow, there you go. So first down 10, and that would be a 16-yard gain by Pete Benezak, the first run of the game too. There you go. So the rush by Pete Benezak, 16 yards. There you go. So it looks like the Miami Dolphins are going to be a little more of a world of hurt here if they continue with this grade. So it's going to be a rushing play. Let's see who it's going to be 2 to 4. It's going to be probably Marcus Allen there, but let's see. So wrapped up after 2-yard gain. So I'm going to say that was probably a inside run, and a 4 for inside run is going to be over to Van Eegen. So there you go. So 2-yard gain for Van Eegen there. And he definitely got a majority of the rushing plays in the last game. Even though Marcus Allen had more yards, Marcus Allen didn't take as many as Van Eegen. 4-3, so a 4-3 is going to be an outside run versus a safe defense. So an outside run versus safe defense. And 8 will be Marcus Allen. So here we go. I was talking about Marcus Allen. His ears are burning. Coach calls the play. 25, it says. So 25 says, TBFB, do they have run 0? So TBFB, that's going to be Henry Lawrence. He does not have run 0, and FB does not either. So with that said, that's going to be pushed out of bounds after 5-yard gain. So 5-yard gains from Marcus Allen, and that'll be an out of bounds play there. So we'll push 5 yards, and we will take off 15 seconds off the clock. So 3rd down and 3 here. Normal play at this point. So a 6 is going to be an audible on a neutral play, and a 5 will be an inside run versus a 5, which will be inside run defense. I apologize, inside run versus run defense there. And a 14 will be going over to Marv Hubbard. Okay, 41 here says fullback, run 2. He is already run 2, so that'll be XR column here. Okay, 61. That's why you always have to have big fullbacks there. Is his inside grade better than a AA? It is not. So with that said, because it's not there, he's going to use this result here, dragged down after 12 plus yards. So there you have it, guys. So 12 plus yards there. Definitely a great play, but unfortunately did not catch the massive wallop there. So 12 plus yards will be 6. Doing some great rolls here. So 12 plus 6 is going to be 18. So 18 yards for Marv Hubbard, and they're just racking up the time here, and of course the rushes. So on the 21-yard line, 12 minutes and 45 seconds left on the clock. It's going to be a pass play. The second pass play of the game is going to be a medium to EB, which is going to be Fred Biletnikoff against safe defense. All right, medium versus safe defense here, with Fred being the guy we're looking for here. Now the defense is a little bit cautious because they're on the 21-yard line. And with that said, let's see how the play turns out here. So a 16, and Ken Stabler is a B, right? Out of Alabama there. He is incomplete pass. So incomplete pass on that first down and 10. That'll be the first incomplete of the game there. And that'll bring up second down and 10 here. So with that said, we're going to have to roll some die here. Okay, 4-2. So a force going to be an outside run versus a safe defense. Okay. And did I touch it? No, I think it was a 9. I think it was a 9. I apologize if I already did touch that there. So outside run will be over to Clem Daniels, and a 53 says, does he have run 0? It's gonna be Randy Starks, and he does not have run 0. In fact, he has a 2 here because he's on his defensive side. So with that said, does EA have run 2? Tim Brown does have run 2, so it will be die amount of yards. So it looks like Tim Brown does a great block there, and it will get 3 yards gained on that play. So with that being said, guys, it's going to be Clem Daniels getting his first touch of the game and getting 3 yards for them too. So it looks like almost like a Hall of Fame game here, guys, almost an all-stars, as the Raiders have already given out rushes to 5 different rushers, I guess you could say, of players. So 3 is going to be a tendency play. So 5 will bring us to inside run versus a safe defense. So inside run versus safe defense on this 3rd down and 7. I'm going to say this is going to be a pass play, a probable pass section. So with that being said, I'm going to make it a pass defense versus a 5, which will be a short pass. So a short pass versus a pass defense will make it more realistic here, especially since they're on the 18-yard line. So let's see, 13 on that will be over to Tim Brown. All right, 32 says here, QB, does he have 2 pass? He does have 2 pass, so it's going to be XS column, the extreme short pass column here, and a 65 here. And a 65 says, is the QB's X grade greater than 1? Yes, it is, so we're going to go caught in traffic, go to go. So let's go to the go section here. That'll be 62, and so 62 on this one is almost an automatic 70-plus yards play here. So it looks like they caught the seam, beat the defense here for 18-yard gain there, guys. And that, my friends, doesn't even need any introduction there. That will be a touchdown. So 18-yard gain there. Boom, boom. No problem. Touchdown, Oakland Raiders. Tim Brown catching this first catch of the game there, and he breaks the seam and destroys his corner counterpart. So that'll be 7 points to them there. Oh, oopsie daisy. Okay, let's see here. I'll click a button here real quick. Oh, goodness. I'm not sure if it's because of the logo or because of that or not. There you go. There's 7. Whew, okay, technical difficulties a little bit there, huh? All right, so kick the point after attempt here. So for the PAT here, let's check here. So PAT, XP, so 5-4. So 54 is going to be C or better. It's good. Now for their kicker, Sebastian Kankowski, obviously for his PAT, extra point is going to be good, AAA. So no problem there. So that's 7. Sorry for hitting the camera there. 7-0 with 11 minutes and 15 seconds left in the quarter here. And the Oakland Raiders are starting off strong with plenty of action, but now we have to go to the man, the myth, the legend, Dan Marino, as we get the kickoff started here, 63. And for kickoffs, he has a A rating, so that'll be plus 6 yards. So a 63 will leave us at 48 yards to the secondary. So plus 6 yards to that will be a 54 yards to the secondary. So let's put that out there, 64 yards, or 54 yards there. Very good kick by Sebastian Jankowski, but hey, why not? And to the secondary here, that, my friends, will go over to the secondary guy will be McDuffie. So O.J. McDuffie here, 65 on a normal routine return here. 65 says long return. So long return for McDuffie, and 22 on the long return says 26 yards. So there you go. So 26 yards here. That, my friends, will absolutely help out in the clutch there. So let's see. Ooh, that's a good question there. Perfect. Okay. So I'm reading this little line here where it says star if return is greater than 27, use long return, but that wasn't the case here. That is absolutely already in there. So we actually saw that it will be 22, which will be a 26-yard return. So no problem there. 22-yard return. And my friend, you see that right there? That is Dan Marino, and he's going to be leading out his offense right now. So let's see how they do against this stout defense that was absolutely on show against I forget they played, but they just destroyed them, really. It was an absolute beatdown. But with that being said here, Dolphins are going to be leading out on the field, and let's go right to it as the action starts to commence here. 11 minutes, 15 seconds left. It's going to be a pass play. Dan Marino drops back, and QB sacked! Exclamation point. Is he an exclamation point? No, he's not. Unfortunately, Dan Marino does not have that ability, so sacked, 9-yard loss. So it looks like it's going to be a sack by either Rod Martin or Otis Sistrunk. I'm going to say Rod Martin. They blitz the outside linebacker. He comes in and flanks Dan Marino and takes him down for a 9-yard loss. So that's just exactly how the defensive coordinator spelled it out to try to get into Dan Marino's head there. That'll be a 9-yard loss. That'll bring up second down and 19. Wow, wow. That is not how the Miami Dolphins wanted to start off their comeback here, or at least their kind of rebuttal to their amazing play there. So a 1 on this one will be a medium pass play versus a pass defense. And 15 is what we're going to be going to. All right, so 15 on that one will be Hardy. So it looks like Bruce Hardy will be the one that's going to be getting the pass here. I think that's right. Yeah, Bruce Hardy will be there. So 61. So 61 says, does he have 0 pass? Willie Brown does not have 0 pass. And so we're going to go to defender gets position, go to Y chart. Already, guys, we're going to the Y chart here. So 44, Dan Marino's Y rating is a 3. 44 is not going to be good enough there for an interception. So let's see what happens. So 63 says, leaping defensive back knocks ball away. That, my friends, will be a 3rd down and 19, a probable pass play for sure. Whew, that is not good. Dan Marino, 0 for 1. Laces out, Dan. All right, so 3 here for tendency. 2 on the pass play is going to be a medium pass versus a pass defense. Already there. And then 11 for the targeting. So who are they going to target here? It's going to be over to... who is that? Tony Nathan will be coming out of the backfield and probably going on that slot receiver here. 13 for Dan Marino, who's an A rating, says Q yards. His Q is a 12. So unfortunately for Dan, he does not get enough on that pass, but fortunately does at least complete a pass. That'll bring up 4th down and 7. So a complete pass to Tony Nathan. So the running back is the one that gets the first catch of the game there for 12 yards. So 4th down and 7, it's going to bring out the punting unit. And special teams there, 31 here on special teams. For a routine punt, let's see here. Grade for distance. Okay, so 31 says here, +7 to his average, which is going to be Larry... he's a better return rating, so he probably kicks it a little bit higher in the air, but his coffin punt isn't as good. So I'm kind of in the air whether I want to bring out Larry Seipel or if I want to bring out Reggie Roby, who has an A rating coffin, which is pretty dang good. That's a really good rating, but that return rating of a B is really good. So let's go with Larry because that return rating is really important because that means the guys aren't going to be able to return the ball any more, and you definitely don't want to be kicking off to Napoleon Kaufman or Tim Brown, really, because he's the one that's going to be the return man. So with that said, 31 says +7 to the average and return grade of B or better, no returns. So there you go, right out of the gate, you guys see that there. So it's going to be +7? Yeah, +7 to that 40, so that'll be 47 yards. A pretty nice kick there, but it was a booming kick enough to where the Raiders could not get a return on it. And that, my friends, will bring out Ken Stabler on the 17-yard line. Their 17-yard line with 9 minutes and 45 seconds left in the quarter here. And with that said here, guys, let's get right to it. It's going to be a rushing play and a 2. So let's see what this one's going to be coming here, guys. It looks like it's going to be Buried in backfield for 2-yard loss. I'm going to say that's probably going to be a blitz by the Oakland Raiders defense, or by the Miami Dolphins defense. That'll be an inside rush, and that's going to be over to Van Egan. So Van Egan gets that 2-yard loss there. Unfortunately, the offensive line could not stop them. They kind of knew they were going to go to a rushing play there. Of course, they've already had 6 rushes already. And it's only the first quarter. All right, so 1-6 is going to be a medium pass pass play versus a blitzing defense. See if Jason Taylor or by chance Vernon Herder are going to get into there. So get into the backfield. So with that said, let's get to that blitz defense here. And a 17 is what we're looking for. So 17 on this one's going to be Clem Daniels. So a 21 and a 21 here for a B completion is going to be an incomplete pass. So it's going to be 3rd down, my friends, and 12, as that's another incomplete pass. And this, my friends, could become a barn burner if both of these quarterbacks cannot make any completions after their really good defenses on both teams. So with that, that's going to be a probable pass play, right? So a 5 here is going to lead us to a short pass versus a blitz defense. So they're just going to try to see if they can kind of short pass it versus a blitzing defense, of course. Unfortunately, Ken Stabler is not the best runner, so he can't make a move at all. But 11 is going to be Marcus Allen, and he's really good at making some big plays out of nothing. So a 21, and the completion rating of B is going to be, unfortunately, incomplete. So they're going to go again here for incomplete pass, and that'll be the 5th attempt by Ken Stabler, and that'll be another incomplete pass. 8 minutes and 15 seconds left in the quarter. 4th down and 12. All right, so 24 as they walk out Ray Guy, and 24 on the routine punt will be, let's see, it's going to be a hurried kick, -2 from the average, and it's going to be returnable. So his average is a 42, so it's going to be -2 from there. It's going to be 40, and that'll bring up the return from the Dolphins here. Let's see who the return man's going to be here. And that's a 5 for punt returns. That's going to be O.J. McDuffie, and that's going to be a 21 on the return. Now, 21 on the return says here, -7 from his return. So the -7 from return is going to be a 23, or I apologize, a 9. And so it's a 7 minus that. So that's going to be a 2-yard return. So 47-yard line is where the Miami Dolphins are going to come out on the field. Dan Marino is going to try to see if he can get a little more luck out of this here. So let's see if Dolphins will play pretty well here in Las Vegas, as of course the Oakland Raiders are trying to test out the waters here. Kind of forgive the pun there. But let's make a pass play as Dan Marino comes on out. And it says medium pass to, who is it? Let's see here. I always forget to do that there. Oh, right, there we go. So it's going to be medium pass to Mark Clayton, versus pass defense. All right, so pass defense, medium pass versus that. So it looks like the defenses are going to call this one out here. No problem here. But let's see if Mark Clayton's going to be the one that's going to connect here on this play. Oh, that's not the right die here. There you go, 55. So with the 55, that looks like it's going to be an unusual chart. Thought I was going to go a whole quarter without having to use that. And a 63 says it's going to be an 11 yards catch, but there will be a hard hit there. So the hard hits section here is going to be right here on this little area here. You guys can see that. I'll look there. So it's 11 yards, but we have to check to see if he gets the ball knocked out. So it says 62. Now 62 is saying, is Ted Hendricks, is he rated 2? And he is not, because it's a pass. Oh, I don't think, actually, no, let me look. I think pass plays on the left side, right? Let's see here. Pass, yes, they are on the left side. And so is he rated 2 for pass? And the left side is what it is, right? Yes, it is. So with that said, Ted Hendricks does have 2 pass. So on the 62 here, does he have it? Yes, he does. So it's going to be incomplete as Ted Hendricks just lights up, absolutely obliterates Mark Clayton. And that, my friends, will be the staunch defense of the Oakland Raiders. 2nd down and 10 as he gets jacked up, right? Oh, I love those. I remember those times there. So 51 here is going to be a 5, which will be inside versus a pass defense. So an inside run, pass defense. It'll be the first run play by the Dolphins there. So inside run versus pass defense as Dan Marino makes his 3rd incomplete there. Almost forgot to write that down there. Okay, so with that said here, 13 for inside run will be Ronnie Brown. So 61 says here is F. Does he have run 2? F does not. Dan Connors does not. If it was on the defensive side, it would have been, but he's not. So stopped after 2 yards short of first down. So that, my friends, is an 8-yard gain by Ronnie Brown. So the first touch of the game by Ronnie gets him 8 yards, 3rd down and 2. Just a normal play here on the defensive side. So let's move on to the Raiders side of the field here. So 1-2, and 1's going to be a medium play there versus a safe defense. So medium play versus safe defense. And Dan Marino, he does have a little bit of a tendency to have issues in big games, as we of course all remember. But with that said, 15, let's see if this big game is too big for him here. So 15 is going to be over again to Bruce Hardy. And a 44 says here, as the guard, does he have 2 pass? Bob Kuchenberg does have 2 pass because it's a +1 there. So +1 does have that. So it completes that sideline for R yards out of bounds. So R yards here for Bruce Hardy's going to be 10 yards right there. And that, my friends, will be the second completion by Dan Marino. So that's going to be a 10-yard gain. First down, Dolphins, right? All right, so fins to the left, fins to the right. Tell you, you're the only fins in town. So let's see, that will be out of bounds. So that'll bring us to 7 minutes there, of course. And with that said, let's go to a fast action card. That'll be a pass play. And it says here, incomplete. Defensive penalty, though, 5 yards offsides. So that'll be a offsides penalty, which means, of course, Dan Marino probably checked them as they were trying to do a substitute. So the play won't even go there, but we'll add 5 yards there. That'll be first down and 5. The play will be whistled dead there on an offsides call. I won't even, well, I guess, you know what, I could, I suppose, play the die here. So let's see here, so -5, because of course you want to add, because it does say that play was played, and then the penalty occurred. So let's do that. So let's do +5 yards, right? Change the time, 15 seconds only, and then we're going to move the downs back to first down and 5. There you go. So first down and 5 here. 15 seconds off the clock for that penalty, and we're going to roll the die here to see what happens. It says 2-6. So 2-6, so it's going to be a short pass. Let's do a screen pass versus a blitz defense. So screen pass versus blitz defense, this could be good if, of course, they can get that pass off quick enough to 12, which is going to be Tony Nathan. So Tony Nathan, if you guys remember, had a 12-yard gain in his last attempt, and a 16 for a A rating will be no gain, but it will be caught. So unfortunately, caught but no gain. So that'll be the 3rd completion by Dan Marino, and that is unusual sometimes there, but they could not get that screen pass to work out too well. Second down and 5, and let's roll for a fast action card here. That'll be a rushing play, and an 18. So 18 is going to be the rushing play here for us, and it says it's going to be charges through line for 9 yards gain there. So straight in, 18 on inside is going to be Franklin. So Andra Franklin. I didn't write his name down because I didn't think he was going to be called, but Andra Franklin's going to get his first rush there for, what was it, 9 yards? Yeah, 9-yard gain. That's going to be a first down, Dolphins. So a 9-yard gain there as Las Vegas is heating up here. 5 minutes and 45 seconds left. First down and 10 as Dan Marino is charging through the Raiders defense with rushing, really. But really not too much if you guys think about it. There's only 2 touches here. Been mainly penalties that have been really hurt them. So on the 21-yard line, here we go. Let's see what happens here. All right, so 2-4. So 2-4 is going to be let's do a screen play again here, and then it's going to go through a safe defense. So screen versus safe. This sometimes hurts the screenplay because the defense is all saved up and ready to go. They're kind of playing off their man. And a 10 on the screenplay is going to be over to Chris Chambers. And a 31 says, is the quarterback or is the running back 0 pass? Well, neither of them are. So with that said, here it says it's going to be QB pressured, but he is able to throw the ball away incomplete. How many times did Dan Marino do that, right? Threw the ball away, was the fastest little gunslinger for sure. Never made a mistake, really, with those kind of plays. It's just so quick. But with that said, let's get to a fast action card here. Pass play here for the Dolphins. And receiver blanketed, incomplete. So that is not helping Dan's cause there at all. So 3rd down and 10. This is I think the 3rd time they've actually had a 3rd down on this drive. So definitely utilizing their luck cards already. All right, so 3rd down and 10 on a probable pass play. And a 5 on the probable pass play is going to be a short pass versus a pass defense. All right, let's move that over here. And with that said, it's going to go to 13, which leaves us with McMichael. So that should be Randy McMichael. Yep, there it is. So 54. Apologize if you guys couldn't see that. 54 there says, H, does he have 2 pass? Greg Townsend does not have 2 pass. He has a 2-. So that means it's going to be complete, knocked out of bounds after 6-yard gain. So it will be complete, but unfortunately complete only enough to get 6 yards. So McMichael, I think his name was, right, Randy McMichael. All right, and that was 6 yards gain there. Okay, 4th down and 4. They're absolutely just going to get the points. Why wouldn't you, right? So with that said, we're going to see them kick off or get the field goal team out there. And the field goal team will be Olindo Mare, who has a double-A field goal opportunity. Okay, and it's a 15. And so a field goal attempt from double-A for 15 will be 59 yards and out. There's no need to even look at this point. 15 yards. That's good. So my friends, that will be 3 points there for the Dolphins as they score. So didn't get a touchdown, but still got some points on the board. Let's bring it back to the 35-yard line, as it will be the Dolphins kicking off to the Oakland Raiders, as the Raiders lead 7-3 with 4 minutes and 15 seconds left in the quarter. So 63 on the kickoff here, as Olindo Mare, or Mare, I apologize if I'm saying it wrong here. Let's see, 63 here for kickoff will be 48 yards, but his kickoff is a B, so it's going to be a +3 to that. So 48 plus that's going to be a 51 yard to the secondary. And the secondary for the Oakland Raiders will be Atkinson. Yep, George Atkinson. So let's see how this one rolls out here for us. So 56, and on our normal return here, 56 says that'll be +7, but there will be an injury. So +7 to his return, which for him is a 25. So let's see here. 25 plus 7 will be 32. So 32-yard return, a fantastic return, as the Oakland Raiders are going to start on the 46-yard line. But let's get to that injury real quick and see what happened as the play was occurring there. All right, so... All right, 45. It says 45 here. GA injured on play. Go to column B and roll again. Okay, so GA will be Bob Kuchenberg, and that was the actual guy who was there. So GA injured, column B, roll. 43 says groin pull, player removed for rest of game. Yikes. So Bob Kuchenberg is going to be pulled from the game as a groin injury, so I'm going to put that down there. So let's see, Bob Kuchenberg. All right, so Kuchenberg out for game. That was a big injury there, guys, because the next guy up is going to be a 1+. Now I can take my chance here. So Keith Sims or Roy Foster. Now, we know that they're a passing team, right? Because they have Dan Marino. So I think we're going to need to make sure we have the best passer player. So that's going to be Roy Foster. So I'm going to pick Roy Foster, even though Keith Sims is next up in the line. I'm going to pick Roy Foster to be the one that takes over for him. I'm going to write that down just real quick. So Roy Foster, just so I know that in between the set here. All right, so with that said here, guys, let's get the offense out and they get the injury all done here. Everyone cheers and claps for the guy to get back up and show a good thumbs up to the crowd. All right, so Kevin Stabler is going to come on the field. It's going to be a pass play, and it says immediately forced throw under pressure, go to wide chart. All right, so it's a medium pass play and a wide chart play. So 13, folks, that's going to be an interception as Ken Stabler throws an interception. His Y grade is a 6. Right, and so that was a 1 or better. So let's see here on the medium pass play here, a 36. says on the medium pass play, that's going to be intercepted for 25 yards. So let's play the game out here. So play the field out here. So 25 yards, pass there, and then the Dolphins will get the ball, right? And then on top of that, they're going to be able to return it. Now, if you guys want to see who is the guy who intercepted it here, that'll be A or C. So A or C here, I'm going to say that Sam Madison, he was the one that intercepted it. And then the return, of course, we're going to want to see here. Let's see if we can get a return. Is there a return on this one here? That's unusuals. There you go. Interception returns are on this one here. Let's see if there's any returns. So 36 there, guys. So 36 on the return says 10 plus dice yards. So Sam Madison here is going to get 4. So 10 plus 4 is going to be 14. So that's going to be a 14-yard return here for the Dolphins as they start with the ball on their 43-yard line. And Dan Marino can't jog on the field fast enough. Of course, he probably could if he was eating more Nutrisystem, of course. Boy, do I miss those commercials. My goodness. All right, so with that said here, guys, that's going to be a fast action car with 30 minutes and 45 seconds left in the first quarter. A rushing play. So rushing play, let's see what happens here. 17. Oh, I apologize. There was a 17 there. So rushing play to 17. Let's see here what the fast action card says. So he says here it's going to be evades 2 defenders, tripped up after a gain of 8 yards. That's going to be an outside play. So an outside play 17 is going to be Tony Nathan once more getting the ball. So passing and rushing here. So Tony Nathan. And make sure I put Kenny Stabler getting the interception there. And incomplete. Yikes. All right, so that'll put them with a 8-yard gain. Yes, that will. That'll be an 8-yard gain there. And that'll bring up second down and 2 with 3 minutes and 15 seconds left here. All right, so 5-5. That's going to be an inside run versus a run defense. So 11 for inside run is going to be Ricky Williams. Okay, so Ricky Williams here. 14 and 14 for inside run, right? Yes, that's a B. And for the B rating on an inside run of 14, that'll be a 2-yard gain. So 2-yard gain for one of the most prolific runners in what was it? I think it was did you go for Texas? I think you played for Texas. But it'll be first down and 10. So a 2-yard gain by Ricky Williams, capping off that great first down here. Let's get the fast action cards here again. It'll be a rush play once more, and that's going to be 12. So 12 here on this one. It says inside run versus run defense. So right back to the inside run here versus run defense. At 12, we'll say that we're going to go with Ricky Williams once more. So 52 says, E, does he have 0 run? E is not going to have 0 run. Rod Martins has 2. So it says hole plugged, no gain, but there is a penalty. So we're going to remember there's a penalty, but no gain. So 36. 36 is going to be defense 5 yards for B. So with that said here, the penalty on this one for B says it's offsides, defense 5 yards. Is that right? Yeah. 5 yards, repeat down. So it's no gain, but I can put the 5 yards up here and then do what I did before, which is add 15 seconds because the play occurred, right? But they're going to whistle offside. So it's first down and 5, 2 minutes and 30 seconds remaining after that play was ruled dead. So let's roll once more here. First down here. Oh my gosh, I just ruined that die there. So 5. So it's going to be 5-5-5. That is, there you go. All right, so inside run versus inside run defense. So wow, we're doing a lot of running here on inside. So 5 will be over to Larry Sonka. And a 52. 52 says here, E, does he have run 0? And E is going to, does he have run 0? He does not. E does not, right? I don't think Rod Martin does not. Yes. So no, he does not. So once again, guys, 52, hole plugged, no gain, but there is another penalty, guys. So no gain on the play, but we have to, of course, see if there's going to be a penalty. And a 42 says defense. Guys, I can't believe this. Defense, 5 yards, 4B once more. So we're going to do the repeat down again here, guys. This is insane. Dan Marino has made these guys go offsides twice. They must be going insane on that defense, on that sideline for the Raiders. That's 2 of the same penalties in a row there. So with that said, we're going to see a fast action card here. So it's going to be a rushing play again here in 12. Once more, so it says bolts through line for 7-yard gain. So it's going to be an inside one for 12, which will be Ricky Williams, and that'll be a 7-yard gain. So that'll be first down or second down and 3 to go here after that 7-yard gain by Ricky Williams. Okay, so let's see here. Get the play out here. 1 minute and 45 seconds left here. I guess I should probably put it to 2 minutes because that was a 2-minute warning. I apologize, guys. It's really difficult to change the time to go down. So we'll just give it 15-second play. I apologize again there, guys. Just because it's really difficult. I promise you guys don't want to do it. With this being said, it's going to be a 1, which will be a medium play versus a blitz defense. So medium play versus blitz defense, I can tell you right now, guys, if I were looking at this game right now, I would be absolutely shocked by how Ken Stabler and the Oakland Raiders offense has played thus far, because the Dolphins have now caused a turnover, and Ken Stabler has yet to really, the rushing game of the Raiders has really left to show us anything we really wanted to see. But with that said here, 1-6 here is going to be a medium versus blitz, and 11 here for the medium play will be Tony Nathan once more. He's getting a lot of action today. 25 is the tackle or GA, 0 pass. So TA, GA, do they have 0 pass? Neither of them do. So, I apologize. Let me check real quick. Yep, no, Roy Foster does not. He's a 1+. So with that said, QB runs. There is a penalty. Roll again on page 18. God, what the penalties? My goodness, this is getting annoying. All right, so this will be a penalty play here. So let's roll for I'm going to roll for the penalty first. I just want to see the penalty because I don't want to play if I don't need to. So 23 on the penalty here. 23 says offense 5 yards, 3A. And 3A says it's a false start on the center. My goodness, Jim Langer, come on. So offense 5 yards. So let's back it up here. No yardage or no time to take off the clock. So that'll be second down at 8. So we don't even have to play that running there because it will be just a false start. So second down 8 here. Let's rush it. So 4-3. So 4 is going to be an outside run versus a 3, which will be a safe defense. 2 minutes left in the quarter. So 10 will be, let's see here, on an outside. 10 will be Mercury Morris. What a great name there, right? Eminem here. So 52 says C. Does he have 0 run? C is George Atkinson. He does not have 0 run. So that's going to be defender wrestles a runner out of bounds, no gain. So it looks like Mercury Morris will not get a gain there, and he'll be wrestled out of bounds with 1 minute and 45 seconds remaining here on the clock and on the 35-yard line. So a 3 is going to be a tendency play, a 1 there. So a tendency is going to be a long play on the 35-yard line versus a safe defense. All right, so let's see if Dan Marino can make a big play here against a safe defense. This will be a big play. 18 will be going to Mark Duper. So 53 says here, E, does he have 0 pass? So E is Rod Martin. He does not have 0 pass. So we're going to go to a Y chart as Rod Martin possibly causes the quarterback, Dan Marino, to really work hard here and possibly throw an interception. So the Y chart on a 32 is not going to be an interception because his Y grade is a 3, and it's asking if it's 5 or more, right? Yeah, 5 or more. Yeah. I think, let me check here real quick. Because I think, let me see here. His Y grade is not, yes, that is true, is not 5 or more. So that'll be incomplete. So 63 says, again, there's a leaping defensive back that knocks the ball down, and that'll be an incomplete pass with 1 minute and 15 seconds left. 4th down and 8 on their 35-yard line of the Oakland Raiders. Now, this is where it comes in handy, right, to think about it, right? So the kicker is Orlando Mare. And Orlando Mayer or Lino Mar. I apologize. You guys are probably kicking yourselves right now having to watch this because I'm mispronouncing this guy's name. But his field goal is double A. And so with this, it's going to be 10 plus 7. So 10 is going to be 45. So it will be a long field goal, which is an A rating. So his A rating, so it's going to be a 52-yarder. On an A rating, he has to roll a 24 or less to get that kick to go through. So I'm going to say, yes, they're going to go for it. They're going to go for the kick right here. So with that said, 10 plus that's going to be a 52. So a 55-yard kick, unfortunately, guys, will be wow, that's actually different, unusual kick. So let's go to unusuals. That's weird. So 55 on the list says unusual. So the unusual chart here is what we're going to look at. This could be good for the kicker because he was going to miss the kick no matter what. 52 on a place kick says here, 52 bad snap. So on a bad snap, we re-roll on a fake kick chart, 53 in game book. Oh, goodness. All right, so this is a first here, guys. I don't think I've actually done a fake kick here. So with that said, let's look at the fake kick chart here. Where are you, fake kicks? Is it a 52? I think it's a 52. There it is. No defense called. So we just roll on this on this little booklet right here. So this is kind of cool, guys. I haven't seen this before here. So this will be a play. We will call this a play. So 66 says punter or holder. So holder chased outside. Poor pass is intercepted 16 yards upfield. Choice defender, go to page 67 for the return. So I'm going to go to page 67 for the return. Why not? So let's play this out here. So there is an interception, but not Dan Marino. So the holder gets a interception here. So it said 16 yards, right? I think that's what it said, 16 yards upfield. So that'll be a 16-yard play there to the 19-yard line. The Raiders will intercept it, and then we're going to roll here, and that'll be A, B, or C, or D who will be intercepting it. So the return on 22 on this list says no return. Do you see how this is much more dynamic, as you guys can see here? Whereas on the charts, it's not so much. So if you play with these, you'll see a lot more in-depth coverage of the actual game itself. So with that said, we have that going for us here. And all right, so no return here. The Raiders will have the ball on the 45-yard line. And you know what? Why not, guys? Let's do a trick play here. I think they can do one trick play per game or per quarter, I think it is. So let's see if we can, by chance, pop out a trick play here as the Oakland Raiders are going to come out on offense here. And after their defense just absolutely stood up the Miami Dolphins. And let's see if the Oakland Raiders can kind of squeak out a little bit of action here for a trick play. I have to find it here. I apologize. Don't know exactly where trick plays are hidden at in the book here. So let's see here. Alright, so we have our booklet here. Alright. So random kickoffs, look at that. Alright, playoffs. Trick plays. Alright, any defense. Alright, so any versus any defense. Okay. So the trick play, all I have to do is call it and then we just roll it here. So okay, so let's see how the trick play happens here after that great play there. They're going to try and see if they can catch the defense on their heels. And 25 says, end around. Choice receiver gains 1 dice yard before being forced out of bounds. There you go. Choice receiver, let's see what happens here. 15 on an end around there. 15 gets, what was that? Gains blank amount of yards. So I think gains is a running, so it's a running play. 15 is going to be over to Powell. So let's see here. Who is that? Art Powell will be the rusher here. He will do the trick play. And so there you go, guys. As we, of course, see a very fun play there. Gets dice amount of yards here. So let's see what the dice amount of yards is. 4 yards on that play. So I guess it's a sweeping reverse as the offense comes out and tries to pull a little trickery here as the quarter is about to end. So 2nd down and 6. Let's roll the fast action die here, so that'll be a pass play, and it says complete. Dumped off to Marcus Allen for 2 yards. Offense penalty, 10 yards holding. Gosh dang it. So that is just the worst, isn't it? So that'll be a, oops, this is sometimes. So 2nd down and 6. Yeah, make sure the time here has 30 seconds left, or it'll just jump to like 1 minute minus, which is weird. All right, so it's going to be a 10-yard penalty holding. So we're just going to mark back 10 yards here. And that will end the first quarter as the Raiders are going to have the ball, 3rd and 16. Do I have to repeat down? Is holding repeating down? Let me check real quick here. So offense holding, repeat down. There it is right here. So repeat down, so it'll be 2nd down and 16. So the Raiders will be leading 7-3 after that great interception, as the holder just tried to get the ball away, and unfortunately the Raiders, well, for the Dolphins at least, unfortunately for the Dolphins, the Raiders have capitalized, did a trick play, but unfortunately for them themselves, they've just been marred by absolute mass amounts of penalties. At least I think there's 4 or 5 on them already, and 2 in a row they got a flag for being offsides. So with that being said, guys, I want to thank you guys very much for watching here. Like and subscribe if you haven't down below, and of course, again, smash that like button. It's absolutely pivotal. I thank you so much for everything you guys do. If you guys are listening, thank you guys for listening and sticking through this. Let's get to quarter number 2, 3, and 4 here soon. I'll see you guys next time in the bleachers.